the newspaper every day what to do about designated scooter parking for motorized two-wheeled vehicles in Manhattan. Due to an increase in traffic congestion, more and more people are taking to the streets on scooters, which is giving more problems to the city in terms of where do you park these vehicles. We took to the streets, guerrilla style, to get the exclusive inside story. New York City scooter riders have taken to attaching Velcro to the back of their license plates, making it detachable and therefore can be locked up and conveniently put back on. This makes it harder for a traffic officer to issue the vehicle a violation for illegal parking, such as on sidewalks, and demonstrates the severity of the situation and the necessity for designated scooter parking in NYC. We went in search of more information about the laws governing scooter and motorcycle parking in New York City.
I'm Brian Schuman. I'm an attorney in New York State.
Can you state for the record the pre-existing laws governing scooter and motorcycle parking in Manhattan today?
Right now, the law governing parking for motorized two-wheeled vehicles is perfectly clear that anywhere you can park a vehicle, be it in a parking space, in a garage, or a parking meter, is absolutely legal.
I'm Cheryl Stewart. I'm the president of the New York Motorcycle and Scooter Task Force. We aim to create change for two-wheeled vehicles in New York State through legislative means.
Do other cities recognize the value of scooters and motorcycles as congestion-reducing alternative vehicles?
London, for instance, the centerpiece of their congestion-reducing plan was the encouragement of motorcycles and scooters and the discouragement of four-wheeled vehicles, just as they do in Paris, in Sydney, in Toronto, in Austin, Texas, in San Francisco, that scooters and motorcycles can reduce congestion because we can, first of all, park 7 two-wheeled vehicles in one spot a car would take up. Not to mention, I can go to the local motorcycle shop and get a scooter that gets 123 miles per gallon.
Wow.
So we feel like the quality of life for all New Yorkers would be improved if motorcycles and scooters were encouraged rather than discouraged.
So do you think the city doesn't want a solution to the parking problem simply because they want to make money off of the confusion?
No, I think that we simply just haven't been part of the plan.
What would the benefits be if the city decided to mandate designated scooter parking?
Scooters and motorcycles aren't safe parked legally on the street. 2 of my friends their motorcycles were totaled last year parked legally, and people who've had these experiences over and over, they start to park on the sidewalk for safety.
You don't see cars parking on the sidewalk. However, you can find people with scooters and motorcycles parking on the sidewalk, and that's illegal.
Unfortunately, every single person in New York State, except for us, is covered under the no-fault policy. In other words, if I were to jump out of a window in front of a car and get hit, I'd be covered under no fault. If I were on a pogo stick, on a horse, my passenger is covered under my no-fault policy. I, however, am not covered under any no-fault policy in New York State. It's a burden and it's imposed on us. It's discriminatory and it's the law, and it makes us feel embattled, just like not having designated parking makes us feel embattled.
Until new laws are put into effect that specifically govern the operators of two-wheeled motor vehicles, they will continue to be currently, as they are, prosecuted under the laws that currently stand.
It's been standard practice for a long time now that city council members do not go on record speaking about the laws concerning scooters in Manhattan or motorcycles. This has been going on since Alan Gershon lost his re-election due to his efforts to ban motorcycles and scooters in Manhattan. The state of affairs is simply that we do not have representation where it counts.
The vast majority of New York City officials don't want to go on the record, and if you do manage to get a spokesperson, they really have to have all of their points hammered down.
We attempted to contact a representative of the City Council as well as the NYPD in an effort to
try to obtain a statement regarding scooter parking laws in NYC. Ultimately, in the end, all doors were closed to us, and all we got was the runaround.
Ciao, baby.